Trooper Island is a camp for children that may not have the ordinary means to go to a normal summer camp. And every child deserves a chance. Some of these children have had a pretty rough go at life. Some of them have seen some very traumatic things in their life, and it's a chance for them to get to interact with troopers behind the badge.
Ditching the badges for t-shirts and shorts.
The Trooper Island backpack.
That's what Trooper Island is about for 6 Kentucky State Police troopers from Post 16 and 3. Their goal isn't just to have fun.
You get to canoe, archery, fishing.
We catch frogs. We do. We catch a lot of them.
But to make a difference in local kids' lives.
My experience here has kind of been a lot more fun than at home. You have a bunch of space to roam around and have fun instead of just sitting in your house doing really nothing.
We're people just like they are, and we can be big brothers to them, we can be big sisters to them, we can be parents if we need to, we can be buddies if we need to. We're whatever we need to be while we're at camp, except a trooper.
At home, we don't really get to do many things, but at Trooper Island, it's like a whole different story.
They set out to keep us safe, but on Trooper Island, they change lives.
This is that moment in their lives that they can build on. And if you look at so much right now that's going on with the disdain of law enforcement and community, this right here is a community icebreaker.
Reporting from Trooper Island, Alissa Kendrick, WNKY News.
You're going to take your magic wands and wave at this box.
That little one, Gracie Ryan, celebrated her 9th birthday this weekend. But one thing was missing, her daddy.
It's the first time I've been away for this long. It's rough. You miss them each and every day, and they grow up without you. And all you can see is pictures and FaceTime, which is all you pretty much have over there.
Jordan has been stationed in South Korea for 8.5 months. But when his wife Tabitha, who's 38 weeks pregnant with their 5th child, found out he'd be home to see both the birth of their baby boy and his oldest daughter's birthday, she used her mommy magic to put together the show of a lifetime.
Wave your magic wands at the box. Wave your magic wands at the box. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. 1, 2, 3, now!
I looked at Gracie and Gavin, the birthday girl, first, and then I looked at the other ones, and it was breathtaking and priceless.
Ladies and gentlemen, Staff Sergeant.
I was super surprised and happy. It's just really fun to see him again, because we've missed him a lot.
It's not magic, though, that keeps this family together. It's love.
Having so many kids, it means the world to me that I'm here for the actual birth. I love being there for all the births. It's something you can't describe.
We really only have each other. You know, we've moved away from what little family we do have left. So, you know, we stick together, and I want them to know that no matter what, we will always be there for each other.
I love him more than ever, more than he'll ever know.
Reporting in Bowling Green, Alissa Kendrick, WNKY News.
Out of all my kids, I got one kid left. And we don't know what to do. We don't know where to go. We don't know nothing.
Bowling Green police say they were called to 1328 Stebbins Street around 6:40 this morning. A man, later identified as 34-year-old Jotez Beeson, was found dead.
I got a phone call that my son had been shot.
Right now, I don't know if I got 2 left feet. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. It's like all my family members is leaving.
They never imagined their last talk with their son would be the last time they'd ever hear his voice again.
A lot of people have bad things that they do in life, but my son had a genuine heart.
He was a good person, especially the kids. He gave, he bought the neighborhoods. He was just a loving person.
In January of 2017, Alyssa's other son, 30-year-old Xavier Beeson, was violently beaten outside of Chocolate City nightclub. He was declared brain dead the following day on February 1st and pronounced dead the 2nd. The homicide remains unsolved.
This is my second son They both got murdered. And if anyone have any information on either one of them, please come forward, because this has been going on for too long.
Senseless act that happened here. God, it's rough. It's rough. This stuff is senseless. It doesn't make any sense for young people to be leaving this world like they're leaving today.
Reporting in Bowling Green, Alissa Kendrick, WNKY News.
I've seen the wall before. I was privileged to go to Washington and see it. It still bothers you. It brings back old memories. And I have PTSD, so I relive this every night. I have for 40 years. And it's something you never forget.
Names that are on this wall, may we remember their lives. May their names and what they did for this country always be remembered.
Yesterday, when our veterans came together in the processional, they even said, we've been home 50 years and we've never been honored. So that's what this is all about. It has the wife of a soldier. It makes it extra special.
Welcome home, brother.
Everybody from that era knows what happened. Two of the men from here I met when I was in Vietnam. I run into them and talk to them. And it's just heartwarming to meet them again. Knowing that they did make it back and you didn't know it maybe.
They're away from their homes, they're away from their families. And I know what it was like when he was gone for 12 months and we didn't see each other. I can't imagine what it was like for these men. They were in the thick of battle for over 200 days at a time. I can't imagine.
Be with all the veterans, Father, that are here.
I've seen men here today and last night that I hadn't seen 40, 50 years. This probably don't make any sense to anybody that's never been there. But it's, we're just like one family.
It was the spring of 1972. A man is shot and killed on this very block after closing up at work. Now detectives are turning the pages on that cold case. Tonight on WNKY News.
And everybody's wondering when it's actually going to happen. We're all going to have to go somewhere else. Are we going to be dislocated? Or are we going to be able to find other spots?
Over a dozen homes in Shady Acres, and the residents, they say it's not just the water, it's the upkeep, it's the trash, it's the roads.
There's big cracks in the floors, the walls.
Ogles was a manager at the Russellville Road Jimmy John's. The victim's cousin, Kyle Rigsby, is a delivery driver there. Kyle says she wasn't supposed to come back to work that night, but she did. She came recklessly driving, as he says, right through this area into the back, and proceeded to tell them she hit a mailbox.
The front windshield was caved in. The right little mirror on the side was completely broke off.
It's the spring of 1972. 24-year-old Monty Coyle is closing up shop at the liquor store that used to be here on East 10th and Adams Street. He was a part-time employee, but that would be the last time he ever returned to work. As the case went cold, buildings were built, the liquor store was shut down, and the killer still on the loose. On March 27th, it will make 46 years since Monty Coyle's life was taken on this very corner. Detectives say they found both the handcuffs latched to the hot water heater and the cups filled with what appeared to be urine in the home. This apartment complex is where that crime allegedly took place, but from a Paris, California family held captive by their parents to women held prisoner by a man in Cleveland, Ohio. Over the years, you may have seen more instances like that in the news, but the question is, what do you do if you find yourself in the same situation? Officials say it happened in these waters, and she wasn't even alone. That's why it's important to always wear a personal flotation device. Have a plan for the worst.
Accepting of people from diverse backgrounds, and so that really gives me a lot of hope for the future.
The students inside this building say they're not afraid to be the change. They're embracing it.
You come from different cultures or different backgrounds. You want somebody that's like you maybe to understand them more.